Hello everyone, welcome back. So something very bad is going to happen. Rachel's family curse explained. At first, something very bad is going to happen feels like a psychological horror story, but by the time you reach the ending, it becomes something much bigger. Because the real villain isn't just fear or trauma or even the sorry man. It's the death itself and a terrifying family curse that has been unfolding for centuries. Let's break it down. Rachel's story takes a major turn when she realizes something chilling. Her family is cursed. For nearly 200 years, every member of her bloodline has lived under one brutal rule. They can love whoever they want, but the moment they choose to marry, everything changes. Here's how it works: if Rachel marries her true soulmate, she lives. But if she marries the wrong person, she dies in a horrifying way, bleeding out violently, and is as if death itself is claiming her. And there's no easy escape. If she walks away from the wedding, she doesn't save herself. Instead, she passes the curse onto her partner's entire family line. So either she risks dying or she spread the curse to others. It's no win situation. And that's what makes it so terrifying. But where did this curse come from? The origin goes back hundreds of years, long before Rachel was ever born. A woman grieving the death of her fiancé makes a desperate deal with death. She begged for him to be brought back to life, and death agreed. With one condition: if the man truly was her soulmate, everything would be fine. But if she was wrong, she would die the moment they married. She accepted the deal, and unknowingly, she cursed her entire bloodline forever. From that moment on, the death has followed her descendants, waiting for the same mistake to happen again and again. But the curse didn't stay in that original family. About 200 years ago, it passed to Rachel's family, the Harkins, through a man known as the only as the witness. And this is where things get even darker. The witness is a man who has been forced to observe the curse of generation. His punishment: to watch every tragic wedding, every death, every mistake. He is immortal, unable to escape, and bound to one rule: he must sign every marriage certificate tied to the curse. Before each wedding, he gives a warning: are you sure they are the one? But it's already too late. By the time he asks, the couple is already engaged and the curse is already in motion. And then comes the finale. This is where everything spirals out of control. Rachel chooses to go through the wedding, hoping for survival, but at the altar, Nikki betrays her. He says no, and that single decision triggers absolute chaos. By backing out, Nikki doesn't just avoid the marriage, he passes the curse on to his entire bloodline. And here's the twist: the curse applies retroactively, meaning everyone in his family who married the wrong person dies instantly. The wedding turns into a full blown massacre. Only a handful of people survive, and even then, no one truly escapes. In the aftermath, Nicky manipulates the situation, ends up marrying Rachel anyway, saving himself in the moment but possibly continuing the curse for the future. Meanwhile, something even more important happened. The witness is finally freed. After centuries of suffering, death releases him, but the curse doesn't end. Instead, it chooses someone new. Rachel becomes the witness. Now she is the one doomed to watch, to warn others too late, to witness every tragic mistake, just like he did. And that's the real horror of the story. The curse doesn't just kill people, it traps them. It forces them to question love, fate, and choice. Because in this world, you don't just have to find love, you have to absolutely be certain it's the right love, or death will make sure you pay the price. That's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.